1v1. It's not magic.
Magic.
It's not luck.
Lucky, 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 lucky.
It's a process, step by step. To beat a defender, you need to know what to do first, what to do next, and how to finish the move like a world-class player. Most players just try to dribble past the defender. No thought, no plan, no real understanding. But I am about to teach you the right order and the key actions you must take in every 1v1 if you truly want to succeed, from the moment you protect the ball to the second you leave your opponent behind. My name is Yelan from YK Football. Let's go. In football, especially in 1v1 situations, every second counts. If the ball comes to you and you start thinking, should I do a skill? Go right or left? Maybe pass. The defender is going to take the ball from you. That's exactly what he wants. He knows that the moment you stop to think, you slow down. And once you slow down, it becomes way easier for him to steal the ball. Think of it like a video game. If every time you try to jump, run, or shoot, you have to wait 3 seconds to think, you'll obviously lose. Top players don't pause to think. They react. They scan the field before the ball even gets to them, and the moment it arrives, the move is already ready. Look at a player like Vinicius Jr. He doesn't stop to think, he sees a small gap and goes. He sees the defender's weight on his left foot and immediately cuts to the right. No overthinking, he just does it. So now you're probably asking yourself, how the hell do I even do that? How do I get to the point where I react without thinking at all? It's a great question, because it doesn't happen overnight. The path is simple, but it takes consistency. Stand with a friend and just play 1v1. Switch it up, one time with pressure, another with more space. Don't stop to plan, just move. And if you don't have a friend to train with, try blind dribbling. It's solo training where you imagine real situations. Imagine being under pressure. Imagine a defender closing in. Imagine him backing off and giving you space, and you need to take advantage of it. Play the game in your head, like you're really there. And slowly, your body will start reacting without needing to think. After we've understood that one-on-one situations aren't about overthinking, but about reacting, it's time to dive into the practical steps. And the first step to any good reaction is control. Imagine you're receiving the ball and starting to move toward the defender. But suddenly, the ball rolls just a bit too far ahead. And just like that, you've lost your edge. The defender, who's been waiting for that moment, jumps in, steals the ball, and shuts down the play. A move that could have ended in a goal disappears in a second. Why does that happen? Because the ball wasn't close enough to you. And when you don't have control, you can't react. Ball control is what keeps you in the driver's seat of the play. When the ball sticks to your foot, you control the pace, the direction, the reaction. Whatever happens around you, you can deal with it without panic or pressure. Want examples? Look at Neymar. He rarely loses the ball in a 1v1. Why? Because he keeps it close and reacts instantly to any defender's move. Or Jeremy Doku. He never starts to dribble without the ball glued to his foot. And just as important, close control keeps you in the play. Even when something goes wrong, you're still in charge because the ball is still yours. Here's a quick tip. If you want to feel this for yourself, try a simple drill. Slow dribbling with the ball close to your foot. No sprinting, just gently touching it every step. Practice with both feet. Yes, even your weak one. I know, it's annoying, but this builds control, and it'll change your game. Once you've learned to keep the ball close, it's time to develop the skill that unlocks any 1v1, reading the defender. In football, especially in 1v1 situations, your ability to read the defender will decide if you beat them or lose the ball. But here's the deal. You don't have time to overanalyze. Like we said in step 1, you've got to act through instinct. So what are you supposed to do? Pay attention to the small details. If the defender gives space, go forward. Takes a step back, accelerate. If he presses, watch how. Wait on his left foot, cut right. Shutting the outside, go inside. These little cues change everything. They turn a risky move into a confident one. If you learn how to read your opponent, you'll always be one step ahead. This is how to train it. Play 1v1 with a friend, but focus just on reading and reacting. Not tricks, just awareness and control. That's how pros train. Step 4 is the action step, the moment where you actually beat the defender. Until now, you've kept the ball close, read the defender, stayed in control, but now it's time to take the initiative. It's not enough to wait for the defender to make a move. You have to set the pace. This is where you're no longer reacting, you're attacking. And this is where a lot of players mess up. They think they need some flashy move to beat a defender, so they go on YouTube or TikTok and learn a bunch of skills. But on the pitch, it just doesn't work. Why not? Because when it really matters, there's no time to think about a complicated move you haven't mastered. Your mind hesitates, your body slows down, and the play collapses. The solution? Pick 1 or 2 moves and focus all your training on them. Don't go for quantity, go for mastery. Practice that move again and again until it becomes automatic. You should be able to pull it off under pressure at full speed without even thinking. Remember, a player who's trained one move 1,000 times is far more dangerous than one who trained 1,000 moves once. Also, one key point is changing pace and direction. Even the simplest move becomes deadly when you add a sudden burst or shift. Defenders can handle predictable moves, but sudden change? That's hard to stop. Look at Lamine Yamal. He doesn't use crazy tricks, but he shifts pace and direction in a split second. And that breaks defenders apart. The goal here isn't just to get past the defender, it's to come out of the move with an advantage. Space, a direction to sprint, or a chance to shoot. When you execute the move properly, you don't just beat the defender, you create real danger. Nice job! You beat your defender. But you need to understand, the play isn't over yet. Most players feel like the job is done once they get past someone, but that's exactly when they're most vulnerable. Here's the deal. If you don't continue the move the right way, the defender can recover and steal the ball back. And just like that, your whole effort is wasted. Your coach, your teammates, and especially you will be frustrated. In other words, getting past your opponent means nothing if you don't turn it into an advantage. So what should you do? If you're fast, this is your moment to explode forward. Accelerate before the defender can react. Your speed is like a wave. Ride it and you'll leave everyone behind. But stop for a second and the defender's right back in the game. But what if you're not the fastest? Once you've passed him, put your body between him and the ball. Use your arm if you have to, gently but with purpose. That's totally legal and it guarantees control. Once you do that, the defender has nothing left but to foul you. Take a look at this clip. Watch how the player not only beats the defender one-on-one, but also places his body in front to make sure he wins the entire play. That's how you turn a dribble into a winning move. The goal isn't just to get past, it's to take control and finish the moment. Now we've reached the part where many players fall short. This isn't a step you do once. It's something that should be with you all the time. In every play, every training session, every game. And that is mentality. But what does that really mean? Mentality isn't just believing in yourself. It's understanding that you don't need to be the strongest, fastest, or most technical player to beat defenders, influence the game, and win. It's the confidence that comes from within. It's telling yourself, I'm capable, I belong, I'm going to make it happen. It's going into a 1v1 without fear of messing up, without hesitation, without worrying what others will say if you fail. It's playing with inner calm, even when there's a crowd, even when you're behind, even when you've already made mistakes. A player with strong mentality radiates confidence. And when the defender senses that you believe in yourself, he's already at a disadvantage. So when you approach a defender, don't just bring your technique. Bring your mindset too. Show presence, show fearlessness. Believe that nothing can stop you. So what should you do? How do you train this? Not in front of a mirror and not on social media, but out there, on the pitch. Approach every drill, even if it's not a 1v1, with the mindset, I can do this. I will succeed. Even if you fail, the fact that you faced your fear and didn't give up puts you levels above the rest. A player with the mentality of a winner might not succeed every time, but in the end, he's the one who wins.
So now you know, 1v1 isn't magic and it's not luck. It's a skill, a process, built step by step with understanding, training, and consistency. If you watched this far, I truly believe you've already leveled up your approach to 1v1s. But just watching won't change your game. To really improve, you need to get out there and put in the work. Go through the steps we talked about. Practice them until they become second nature. And if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and maybe even sharing it with a friend. It helps me a lot and keeps me motivated to keep bringing you more content to level up your football. And now, go train.